Hello, 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 how you doing? Hanzo here at the Hanzo Honey House. Gonna get back into Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball. How you feeling? Hope you're doing alright. Hope things are going well for you. So, let's get back into the action here. As you may have forgotten, or you might remember since you're keeping up with us, we're on a streak again. We beat Baltimore at home. We beat the Blue Jays on the road 3 straight. Now we're in Baltimore trying to do it again. Then we go to Minnesota, and then after that they're going home for a while, playing the White Sox, the Royals, and then we hit the road again, going to Seattle, doing the AL West run. We're going to Seattle, we're going to Texas, and then we're going to go down to the Anaheim Los Angeles Angels of California. But today we are in Baltimore going up against Fernando and the boys again, the old man Fernando. Let's check the lineups, let's check who's pitching, and let's get to the action. We have Blankenship, Gates, Sierra, McGuire, Brocious, Brown, Stein, Bach behind the dish, Armas at third, and Bordick at short. On the other side, we got Anderson, McLemore, Devereaux, Ripken Jr., we got Harold Baines, Hoyles, David Segui, Pialurulio. It's a fun name to say, and then Harold Reynolds. Okay, so let's have a look here. Okay, let's have a look because we have Armas here. We have Craig Paquette, who's a little bit stronger than Mike Bordick, but you know, let's give Bordick the day off. Let's see if we can remember that. We'll have Paquette playing third or playing short today. Have Bordick take the day off, and let's remember that move. And then in the standings, well, we all kind of know what's happening here. Baltimore's fighting with Toronto in the AL East, while we, as the Oakland Athletics, are running away with the division. All right, so to the pitcher's mound, we got Bobby Witt out there. Should we give somebody else a chance? Yeah, Parse, you're out there. And then Fernando Valenzuela is going to be on the dish. Got his glasses on. He's ready to party. Okay, so here we go. It's the Oakland Athletics versus the Baltimore Orioles in Baltimore.
Play ball.
Let's go. It's been a while. Let's let it roll, and here we go. Blankenship leading off. Takes 93 down the pipe. Strike one. Fernando rotates. Blankenship with a blooper. He's on at first with a single. Here's Brent Gates from the right side of the dish. That's ball one outside. Blankenship takes a medium lead at first. Good looks at strike one down the pipe. Gates is not interested in any of this garbage that Fernando's throwing. He's very content with letting Fernando just throw the ball. The 2-2. He hits with, but it looks like he's going to ground out into a double play there. Pretty straightforward. 2 outs, no one on. Ruben Sierra from the right side of the board. It's a race to 10 home runs on the team. Who's going to do it first? Fernando really pounding the strike zone, and we get a little squirter through the infield. Sierra's on with a single. Here's Mark McGuire batting .489 home runs. Fernando with the slow snake. Strike one. He throws the next pitch and he lines it to left field. 2 on for, I believe, Scott Brocious. Not far behind with 8 home runs. The 3-4-5 is putting in a lot of work here. He hits a blooper off of Fernando, and the bases are juiced for Jerry Brown hitting from the right side. I think he's a switch hitter as well, interestingly enough. But okay, here we go. Can Brown make it happen? Fouls off the 1-0, makes it 1-1. Fernando sets, throws. And it's right to first, leaving them loaded. A's get 4 hits, have nothing to show for it after half of 1. No score. Here's Anderson. He hits the first pitch he looks at. High fly, right to Sierra, out number 1. McLemore is up next. He looks at the first pitch he swings at, and that's a fly out to McGuire, out number 2. Here's Devereaux. Devereaux lines one to center field easily enough, and he's on the single. Up next, Cal Ripken Jr. The Ironman grounds out to Armas over to second to Paquette to end the inning. Or was that Gates? Might have been Gates. Sorry about that. After 1, no score. There's Steinbach. 92. Straight up. Strike 1. He swings at the 0-1, flies out to left for out number 1. Here's Marco Armas. 309 with 3 home runs to date so far. Armas swings to 85 miles an hour. The 0-2 from Fernando going up in a box. He swings to the next pitch and he catches it on the fly for out number 2. Here's Craig Paquette. It's been a while since he's been out there. Still stuck at 200, but you know, he's fresh. He's ready to party. Oh man. Oh, he skyrocketed that one. Foul. Here's the 0-2 to Paquette. Paquette grounds down to second, over to first to end the inning. A little bit of a scare there, but after 1.5, no score. Here is Harold Bain. Bain swings at the first pitch. Armas is there for out number 1. Here's Hoyles. Not interested in the 68. Okay, well, what about on the other end? Oh, he could have played it, but then it's okay. Paquette's there. Throws across the diamond for out number 2. Here's Segui. Segui pops back up to the catcher. Steinbach's back there. In foul territory, gets the out, and that is the inning. 2 down, no score. Blankenship's back up top of the lineup. Valenzuela out there, ready to go. They called him Fernando, so we call him Fernando too. But that's a scorcher down the left field line. Blankenship with another hit. Actually, this one's going to be a double-A. Double for Lance Blankenship. Really picking his game up now. Here's Brent Gates. Looks at ball 1. This pitch sequence looks familiar. Oh, he was on that fastball for strike 1. Fernando throws another one down the pipes, 89 miles an hour. Gates is not interested. Oh, but he swings late, steps on first, and he throws Blankenship out across the diamond with the slowest throw possible for out number 2. You hate to see it. Here's Sierra now. Still nobody on. Sierra grounds to third. They throw it across the diamond, and he's out by about a quarter mile. Unfortunate break. Blankenship with the only hit, still after 2.5. No score. Here's Pierre Laurulio. He swings at the first pitch, but Blankenship's there to snag it for out number 1. Blankenship doing it all. Reynolds is like, I'm not waiting around. I'm hitting the first thing I see. But then, you know what? Right to McGuire the second time around. Out number 2. Top of the lineup down for the Orioles. Anderson whiffs the nice pitch, strike 1. That was missing the corner, ball 1. That was another ball, ball 2. That's a foul ball. Anderson waiting for the 2-2. He swings at it. Sierra gets on his horse, and he gets there on the run for out number 3. Pitcher's duel afoot here. 3 down, no score. Here's McGuire. McGuire's like, hey, Fernando, throw me one of those. Yeah, throw me another one of those that fancy little fastballs you got there, bud. McGuire barely gets a piece of it, enough to get over the infield. He's on with a single. Here's Scott Barocious. 87. Fernando slowing down out there. The 0-1 scorches to the right field side. Barocious is on with a single. 2 on for Jerry Brown. Can Brown make it happen? Not ground out into a triple play. That'd be very unfortunate. Oh, that's a grounder. Oh, no. Okay, good. Fielder's choice for Jerry Brown. That was almost a triple play waiting to happen. We do it again. Fernando huffing out there. He's ready to come out. He's making him throw a lot. Steinbach fouls off the 0-1. The 0-2 to Steinbach. He puts a charge in it. Is it enough? It clears the infield and it hits the wall. The runners are frozen. Looks like the outfield was going to catch it, but they didn't. Steinbach still gets an RBI out of it. Single for Terry Steinbach, but breaks the Tyler score. Oakland up 1-0. Armas 2 on, 1 out. He hits that ball a mile and it is in the seats. We do it again. Here we go. Fernando's probably his last batter here. It's a blooper. It gets the short. Ripken goes to third. Gets the lead runner. Paquette's in there with 2 outs, and that is it for Fernando. Short outing today, 44 pitches. Bosworth checking in. 1 run on 8 hits. Not a truly bad outing, but you know, when you're gassed, you're gassed. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. So, 3 2/3 for Fernando. Bosworth comes in, clears it out. Done deal. Oakland puts 1 on the board. Still not comfortable here after 3.5. Oakland up 1-0. Here's McLemore. McLemore looks at 68, not interested. Change lanes on him. Oh boy. He lines the next one. Foul. Hits the building in the back. So there's the 0-2. Oh, Sierra's got to get on his horse here. And he gets there. Nice. Ruben Sierra, out number 1. Here's Devereaux. That missed the corner inside, ball 1. That clipped the backside of the plate. Strike 1. That one's got a lot of the plate, but Blankenship's there to get the second out of the inning. Here's Cal Ripken Jr. Lines to Paquette across the diamond, and that is the end of the inning. We got 4 down. Oakland clinging on to a 1-0 lead. Here's Blankenship doing it all today. He hits his pitch right to the second baseman for out number 1. Here's Brent Gates. Gates over in the left side of the plate now, switch hitting. Kind of interesting how the switch hitting is automatic in this game. So if you are a liar-handed pitcher and this is switch, they'll switch for you. But in this kind of instance, it didn't matter at all. Ripken plays it on the hop. Out number 2. Here's Sierra now. Also from the right side. He's a switch hitter. Left side, sorry. Okay, Forsworth pounding the strike zone. Sierra's like, that's fine. I'll take that inside the line for a fair ball. Rounding first is Sierra. He's in there with the double. If that ball would have got to the fence a little faster, he might have been able to get a triple out of that. Nonetheless, Forsworth's like, I'm not Fernando. I'll check runners. I got this. No, you don't. Moving on. McGuire lines out to first, doesn't matter. End of the inning. 4.5 down. Oakland 1-0. Here's Baines now. Baines grounds to Gates. Out number 1. Here's Hoyles. Gates getting all the love today for out number 2. Boys merrily can make it around the horn. Here's Segui. Segui right to Paquette, who hops up to snag it for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 for Carsey and the boys. After 5, Oakland up 1-0. Here's Scott Barocious. Barocious swings at the first pitch he sees. It is a blooper that drops down. Barocious is on with a single. Here's Jerry Brown now from the left side. He two swings at the first pitch, looks out, hits it right to third. But Brocious gets back. Here's Steinbach now. Steinbach, like, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait my turn. There's my turn. Grounds through the infield for a single. 2 on for Marco Armas, who's not facing Holsworth, who's checking out of the game. 14 pitches, already gassed. Mills having himself a day here, ready to party. Marco Armas looking at the gas here. Strike 1. Swings to the next pitch. Grounder. Waits for the runner. Runs into him. But hey, all that waiting doesn't help the situation. 2 outs. Fielder's choice. Paquette's up now. Paquette's like, can I do something fun? Not really. Grounds out to second, over to first. And that is the inning. Ace threatened. No damage. After 5.5, 1-0. Oakland. Pialurugio. He hits a fly ball. Is there enough gas on that thing? Yes. Yes, it is. And that's a home run. Pialurugio hits a home run, a very unlikely home run, but that ties the game up 1-0. 358 feet. Barely getting over the fence. But over the fence it got. So, here we go. Now we got ourselves a ball game here. Except Reynolds is like, nope, never mind. I'm gonna pop up to the catcher. And then apparently Carsey caught that even though Steinbach was there. Here's Anderson now. Anderson to Gates, over to McGuire. Out number 2. The boys are starting to lock in now. Now they have to play the game to win. Here's McLemore. McLemore, but Gates gets there. Diving stop. Able to snag that ball. Pialurugio hits a home run, ties up the game at 1 after 6. Here's Blankenship now. Blankenship has 4 home runs on the year. He hits a towering fly ball to the infield. He makes it to second, but doesn't really matter. Ripken gets it out number 1. Here's Gates. Gates, not particularly worried about it, really. If the Baltimore Orioles run through their pitching, I think the A's, if they slow it down here, they might be able to capitalize on that. The first strikeout of the game goes down on strikes. That's why a lot of people swing at the first pitch or the second pitch in these baseball games, because you're more likely to hit the ball because of all the fastballs they're throwing. But that is the end of the inning as Ripken gets that one from Sierra. Stretch time. Tie game. Got ourselves a interesting one here. Giving the people what they want. Take me out to the ball game. We're already there. Wow, what was that pitch and how did that get the strike zone? Answer me that. That's okay, but Armas is like, it's fine. We got you, fam. Don't worry about it. Carsey gassed, but he's going to put the team on his back, though. Protecting his 1.38 ERA. But the boys got him! Paquette laying out for that one. Here's Baines. Baines not interested in that pitch. What about this one? Oh, but it jolted on him. Oh, doing it in the opposite direction. Can he sneak another one by him? Nope. Sierra doesn't play that one, but he's there, and that is a single. Here's Hoyles now. Hoyles. Looks like the boys don't need to play with their food. Keep it off the center of the bat. Boom. Out of the inning. After 7, we're tied at 1. Who wants it more? We'll find out. McGuire starting off the party. Can he hit a home run here? Nope, but he can get on base though. Single for Mark McGuire. Here's Scott Brocious. Brocious. Mills is throwing gas. He's just like, you know what? You can throw as much as you want, buddy. I don't mind. But Brocious pops out to the catcher. Out number 1? Out number 1. Okay. Here's Jerry Brown now. Brown trying to capitalize on Mill and his fatigue. He hits a blooper over the infield. Brown on with a single. Can the boys make a threat here? Mills. He hits one and it gets to the wall. This could be damage. Steinbach rounding first, going to second. Brown's thinking about coming home. Can he make it? Absolutely. RBI, 2 RBI double for Terry Steinbach, making the game 3-1. Mills is done for the day. Williamson checking in. The bases, we got Steinbach out there at second for Marco Armas. He swings at the first pitch, and that is a fair ball. And we're thinking double again because that guy has a weak arm and right. Steinbach scores from second. 4-1 Oakland. Here's Paquette now trying to get some of the action. Swings at the first pitch, and he grounds out, but advances Armas to third. And now Blankenship's up now. He swings at the first pitch he looks at, and Ripken plays it on the bounce, and that is the end of the inning. Oakland puts up a 3-piece in the top half of the inning after 7.5. Oakland 4, Baltimore 1. Parsay filling the gas, but you know what? He's okay. Oh, that's a misplayed ball. It makes it to the fence there. Segui is on with a double, the best hit he's had all season. Here's Pialuruglio now. He hit the home run to start off the tie of the game. Parsay working fast on him. Peruglio grounds to Armas. Armas crossed the diamond for out number 1. Out number 1. Here's Harold Reynolds. Reynolds also to Marco for out number 2. Here's Anderson now. Anderson hits a fly ball on the line, but Sierra's right there to get it to end the inning. Leaves one on. 4-1 Oakland after 8. Boss is making a choice here. Carsey is done. Let's give it. Let's see. Let's give Gossage some. Oh no! Gossage. There we go. We want that. Okay. Carsey's done. Gossage coming in to clean it up. But Gates, he's going to put on some more, maybe. No, he's not. Gets thrown out. Out number 1. Sierra now, right side of the plate. Swings at the first pitch he looks at. Ripken misplays it, but corrects himself somehow. Oh my goodness, what was that level of correction? Make it make sense. And then McGuire lines out to left to end the inning. Last chance for Baltimore after 8.5. Oakland up 4-1. Gossage out there. Old man Gossage. Not even worried about the gas today. Oh, but we got gas anyway. That's out number 1. Here's Devereaux now. He looks at it. Lines to Paquette for out number 2. Ripken Jr. now. Last chance for Baltimore. Skies one. Foul. We do it again. Not interested in the 0-2 there. Here's the 0-2 to Ripken Jr. Woo! 100-mile-an-hour gas ends the inning and ends the game. Oakland beats Baltimore 4-1. Cardinals signed top player from Cuba. I bet they did. Laruglio hits the only home run. Kind of a cold day for the boys over there. A lot of offers. Only hit for Laruglio was that home run. Segui had that double. Devereaux had a hit. Baines had a hit. Everybody else did absolutely nothing. Dave's 4 pitchers got 1 strikeout. Then Mills in 2 innings of work. On the other end, the 4. Actually, no, we're looking at the wrong column there. The only people that didn't get hits is Brent Gates and Craig Paquette. Paquette might need to go sit back down on the bench after today's endeavors. Didn't really give us much offense. Well, he did have some decent defensive gems. But nonetheless, the boys put in some work today. McGuire, Brocious, and Steinbach with 3 hits. But the star of the show today, Terry Steinbach, We got 3 hits at 4 at-bats and 3 RBIs by Steinbach today. Armas tacked on the other one. And that is the game. 14 or 15 hits for Oakland in this one, holding Baltimore to 4 hits. Wow. Checking the rest of the league, Dodgers, Reds, Braves, Cubs, and Phillies win their games. And then we got Tigers, Yankees, boo. Rangers, Angels of Anaheim of California, Los Angeles, Mariners, Indians, now known as the Guardians, and the game you just watched, Oakland beating the Baltimore Orioles 4-1. That, friends, has been Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball. Check it out where you can. Super Nintendo game. Is that Jamie Moyer? Oh, hold on. Jamie Moyer was on that team? Oh yeah, check that out. Tin has maximum control because he was never a power pitcher. He was just the guy who pounded the strike zone and pitched to contact. That's funny. We'll see what happens next game about that. That, friends, again, Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball. We already said that. Super Nintendo Classic. Check it out where you can. Thank you, lurkers, mods, followers, subs. You all rock. Thank you so much. And until next time, we may see you tomorrow or next week. Until then, take care of yourself.